Hello everybody! Welcome back to my channel, Fab Access with Marex! Millions of people from all over the world just witnessed the royal wedding of Harry and Meghan. And I'm sure you have opinions to share and things to say. Well, me too. So come join me and let's talk about the highlights. I actually watched a live telecast of the royal wedding on YouTube. I started watching as early as 2 hours before the ceremony. And I must admit, I admire all the fans. The fans were there as early as I think even 24 hours before the ceremony, before everything started. They were there because they wanted to find a good spot, which I understand. It's such a big event that there were thousands of people who wanted to find a good spot before dumami yung tao. And when they were being interviewed, apparently, a lot of them came from the US. Of course, majority were from the UK, no? Kasi syempre, they love the monarchy. But a lot of the supporters who were there were from the US. And understandably, because Meghan is American. I'm sure not just Americans and British, because the monarchy has a lot of supporters from different parts of the world. And of course, I'm wearing this, like all the supporters there. A lot of them had flags like this or hats like this. You know, all-out support for the royal couple. And they're so lucky because the weather is perfect today. UK weather can be quite tricky, no? It rains in the morning and then it's sunny in the afternoon. But today, it was perfect. And then about an hour and a half before the ceremony, the guests started arriving. In fact, I think 2 hours before nga, guests were starting to arrive na. So I was pleasantly surprised to see some familiar faces. James Corden and his wife, the Beckhams, who were looking spectacular as always, super stylish. I was also happy to see George Clooney and Amal Clooney, who were also looking spectacular, especially Amal, no? Very stylish. I must say she's one of the best dressed. It was also nice to see Serena Williams all glammed up together with her husband Alexis. Sir Elton John was also there. There was also Oprah Winfrey, who was looking fabulous in her pink attire and her big hat. And of course, the cast of Suits, which Meghan used to be a part of. And of course, the royal family. Now, who do I think are the best dressed? One was definitely Gina Torres, who's part of the cast of Suits. Super nice. I also liked Amal Clooney, which I mentioned earlier. I loved her yellow ensemble and her hat. Super beautiful, I thought. And of course, my best dress of all the guests, in my opinion, is, drumroll please, Lady Kitty Spencer. Her green dress with the yellow and the orange details on the red with matching bag and that hat. She was so stylish, so chic. I loved her. Then when majority of the guests were already seated, the royal family started coming in. Prince Harry arrived with his brother Prince William. Next to arrive was the mom of Meghan, looking glamorous too. Next was Camilla and Prince Charles. Of course, after nila, dumating na rin finally si Queen Elizabeth, the real queen, together with Prince Philip. And of course, last but not least, the beautiful bride who everyone was waiting for, Meghan, together with the royal kids. They looked so cute. When Meghan and her mom were leaving the hotel, na-capture ng camera how she looked. That was the first time people saw her. Okay? And nang nakita pa lang, of course, she was wearing a white dress, was a tiara. So everyone got so excited na. When the bridal car arrived at the chapel, we were all waiting for her to step out of the car so we could all see the dress. And so she did. She came out. And there, we finally saw that she was wearing a Givenchy gown. To be honest, and please don't get mad at me, you can say your opinion on the comment section below. But to be honest, I was a bit underwhelmed. I don't know what I was expecting, but I was expecting more, to be honest. I know she's a simple girl. I know that she's more into the classic look, but I was expecting a nicer, simple gown. Does that make sense? You know, but anyways, I've been reading a lot of comments, and some people like the look and some people don't. You know, we just have to agree to disagree. But she was so beautiful. Her face, I've always found her pretty naman talaga, no? And I like that she's simple. Other than the gown, what else did I notice? I love the tiara, which we already saw when they left the hotel, no? Her makeup looked nice, no? It's very natural. And kita pa rin yung freckles niya, which I know she loves. And I'm all for the natural look. Most brides naman now really want the natural look. So I'm all for that. But I thought her hair wasn't as polished. The front looked okay, but the back, yung mga, may hair na lumalabas behind her ears. Saka yung sinasabit niya dito. Well, they say that it's her signature bun, which I respect naman, but for the wedding sana, di ba? They could have done a little more without looking so exaggerated naman. I'm not asking for super banat hair and all. Just a more polished look sana. But that's just me. Anyways, what do you think? You know, initially, I was worried that yung mag-a-assist kay Meghan was gonna be the children. But you know, ang cute, ang ganda ng kinalabasan. I thought it was really nice. I thought it was really cute and meaningful that the next generation, the royal children, were the ones walking behind Meghan, no? And carrying her veil. And you know what's funny? I don't know if you noticed, but there was this one kid behind Meghan, and he was missing his 2 front teeth. And he gave the biggest smile. And it looked so funny. I'm sure may mga lalabas na meme, no? Nung shot na yon, because it was so cute. I like that Meghan had her solo walk. I mean, yes, the children were behind her. But I like that it was her moment. She was walking by herself and everyone was looking at her and appreciating her beauty. And then at some point, when she was close to the altar already, Prince Charles joined her because unfortunately, the father of Meghan was unable to fly to the UK to witness the wedding. And so it was Prince Charles who brought her to the altar where Prince Harry was waiting so patiently. And that's cute because my understanding is when she started walking inside the chapel, hindi pa siya kita masyado ni Prince Harry. So the cameras focused on the face of Harry. And you would know you would know when he finally saw Meghan because I swear his face lit up. And he was so happy to see the bride. He was so happy to see the love of his life. Harry took her hand and brought her to the front for the ceremony. That was so sweet. And so the ceremony started. To me, what was one of the highlights was the bishop. Medyo passionate ang lola niya, ha. Sobrang intense niya. The way he said his sermon, may shock factor. So that's why the cameras, when it was panning sa members of the royal family, naka-capture yung pagka-shock nila. So that was funny, I thought. And I think at one point pa nga, dito tawan-tawa si Meghan. She looked at Harry as if she was apologizing. I don't know if quite embarrassed, but you know, that happened. I don't know if that was really what she was doing, but what do you think? Another one of the highlights for me was when the choir sang Stand By Me. The song was totally unexpected but was so beautiful. I love that. Stand by me. I was also so kilig when they were exchanging their vows and also when they were exchanging their rings. Oh my God, it was really happening. And after that, they were officially married. And I don't know what happened, but they left. I thought that was it. Yeah, I thought they left at the chapel, no? And there was this good-looking kid who started playing the cello. He played 2 pieces. And apparently, he's the first ever black musician to ever win BBC's Musician of the Year award. His name is, and I hope I don't butcher his name, Sheku Kane Mason. Very wonderful performance. Very, very good. So after the 2 songs, the couple came back from the side. And I thought, oh my God, di pa pala tapos. I was thankful because I missed the part when they left, no? They exited the side kasi. But they came back from the side only to exit the main door, you know, to take the longer way to the exit where everyone could see them. So everyone was so happy as they were walking out. And then they finally got out of the chapel. Just before they went down the steps, with everybody watching, all the fans and the supporters outside of the chapel looking at them and cheering on them, they finally gave their first kiss. And I was so kilig. It was a very romantic moment. Nakakakilig. And then the carriage came, and I was happy to see that it was an open carriage. And they were gonna ride the carriage all the way to the reception. And they literally passed all the streets with all the supporters excitedly waiting for them. So that was really nice. And they kept waving. I was saying, oh my God, their jaws must have been hurting already because my God, they kept smiling. It's hard, huh? If you're smiling for God knows how long. They kept smiling and waving. But you know, at least they were able to make their supporters and their fans very happy. And after all that, they finally arrived at the castle for the royal reception, which was going to be hosted by none other than Queen Elizabeth herself. Fabulosity. So overall, I thought it was very organized. We were able to follow the schedule despite the volume of supporters who were there to witness the royal wedding. Well, I'm an event director myself, so I understand that events can be very tricky and very detailed. On the ceremony part, it was very well organized, and I thought everything was really thought out. Everything was planned out properly. It was short and sweet. That was one thing I can say. The ceremony wasn't so long. It's not like how we do it here in the Philippines, and the ceremonies are so long. There, it's very short and sweet. This marriage is monumental. Meghan is mixed race. She's American, she's divorced, and she's 3 years older than Harry, but they were able to find each other, you know, they were able to find love. You'd think that it would be a very big issue in the monarchy, but no. With open arms, they welcomed her into their royal family, and that's huge. She's a living testimony that all of us, after failing with love, after a failure in relationships, all of us can indeed find love again. There's hope. There is. Your prince or your princess is out there waiting for you. So I joined the whole world, Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan, in saying congratulations and best wishes. And we can't wait to see your future children. I'm sure they're gonna be adorable. Don't forget to subscribe!